Kurt Angle and his story of winning an Olympic gold medal with a broken frickin' neck. Who doesn't know that one, especially if you're a wrestling fan? But can you name some other WWE superstars who've been a part of the Olympic Games? I'm Kevin, and today we highlight 5 WWE superstars who competed in the Olympic Games. Number 5, Mark Henry. WWE Hall of Famer and AEW commentator Mark Henry made his mark at the 1996 Summer Games in Atlanta at the ripe age of 25. But the mark wasn't exactly what he was expecting. Back-to-back weightlifting championships made Henry a favorite heading into that year's games to lift the gold above his head. Unfortunately, he suffered a back injury in competition, which prevented him from showcasing his full potential in the games. As a result, he was not able to win a medal and finished 14th in the competition. Though his performance may have been perceived as disappointing, it caught the eye of WWE and chairman Vince McMahon, who signed him to a lucrative, high-paying 10-year contract, which was unheard of at that time. The world's strongest man remained associated with the WWE for more than 20 years, endured multiple injuries, went on to win multiple championships, and successfully left his mark as one of the best big men to ever do it. Number 4, Mad Dog Vachon. Mad Dog Vachon is a name that longtime WWE fans will be familiar with. Vachon started his pro wrestling career in 1951 and competed all over North America until his in-ring retirement in 1986. The WWE Hall of Famer won multiple titles over the years, most notably the AWA Heavyweight Championship. His stint in WWE was brief, but his portrayal of a sadistic villain in the ring helped him inspire several talents like Bruiser Brody and George the Animal Steele, who taught George how to eat turnbuckles. Prior to all of this, Vachon competed in the 1948 Olympic Games as an amateur wrestler. He defeated the champion from India in 54 seconds and eventually finished 7th in the competition, losing to the wrestler who went on to win the silver medal. Number 3, Chad Gable. This former tag team champion is regarded as one of the finest athletes in all of WWE. From the moment he made his debut, he left an impression with his superb amateur wrestling skills. That is exactly the case why Gable is one of the most recent wrestlers to have competed in the Olympic Games before turning into the professional wrestling ranks. He competed in the Greco-Roman tournament in the 2012 Games in London and got through the qualifiers quite easily, dominating several of his matches. Unfortunately, Gable was out of the medal contendership after a loss to Pablo Shori of Cuba. Gable's in-ring skills have resonated with WWE Hall of Famer Kurt Angle, so much so that Angle handpicked him for his last series of matches on television. Number 2, Kurt Angle. If you did think that Kurt Angle wasn't going to be on this list, I want to German suplex you like he did Shane McMahon through a plate glass window. Kurt Angle is the name that wrestling fans think about when talking about WWE superstars who've competed in the Olympic Games. Upon his arrival in the WWE, his entire gimmick was that of a pure athlete who made the country proud and demanded respect. Angle made it well known that he competed in the games and won in the games, nursing a serious injury, and that was no wrestling storyline, no exaggeration. When he said he had a broken frickin' neck, he had a broken frickin' neck. Ahead of the Olympic trials, Angle suffered a horrifying neck injury, fracturing his vertebrae, herniating 2 discs, and pulling multiple muscles. Somehow, he still toughed it out in Atlanta, going all the way to the gold medal match with pain-reducing injections in his neck and defeating the heavily favored Iranian Abbas Jadidi via officials' decision. Following the 1996 Games, Kurt Angle was signed by WWE and evolved into one of the greatest professional wrestlers of his generation. Number 1, Ronda Rousey. While she's only performed in WWE for a brief period of time, Rousey has showcased that she is one of the most legitimate athletes to ever compete in the WWE. She won the Raw Women's Championship in 2018 and even defended it in a historic main event at WrestleMania 35, facing Charlotte Flair and Becky Lynch. She would then lose that title to Becky Lynch and has not been seen in the WWE ever since. Prior to WWE, Rousey dominated the UFC, where she became the first female athlete to win a UFC championship. What you might not know is that Rousey had a career even before that in judo, where she fought and defeated almost every opponent she faced in the sport. She competed in the 2018 Olympic Games in Beijing, China, and made an immediate impression there. She competed to win the bronze medal, becoming the first ever female competitor from the United States to win a medal in judo. Basically, it's safe to say that Ronda Rousey dominated every sport that she's ever been in, and sports entertainment. Whether or not you think this video deserves its own gold medal, let us know what you thought of it in the comments below, and don't forget to subscribe to Sportskeeda Wrestling on this channel. We have a whole lot more top 5 videos and fresh content every single week. Remember, when watching wrestling, enjoy wrestling.